Good morning, Kathy. How are you? It is 9 a.m., 9:01 according to my computer right now. How are you, Kathy? Hello, Tina. How are you? Hello, Sue. How are you? Tina said, "Good morning, Kathy." Sue says, "Good morning, everyone." And Kathy says, "I'm doing well. And you?" I'm doing pretty well. Good morning, Kathleen. How are you this morning? She says, "Good morning, beautiful ones." And Racine says, "Tina, hello." Hello, everyone. Hello, Racine. Just practicing your guitar? Sue says, "I'm doing great." That is wonderful to hear. Racine says, "Sue, hello." I am writing down a memory verse that I want us to remember next. But this past week's memory verse was Proverbs 17:22. Violin, awesome. That's great, Kathy. But Sue says, "Hi, Tina, Kathy, Kat, and Racine." I had a good morning so far. My husband came home because they closed the bathrooms at his workplace. So he came home to use the bathroom and went back to work. But as he was leaving, he said, "Hey, thanks for the prayers." That made me feel so good. If you notice my picture, it's a violin and with a butterfly. Yep. All right. So, a cheerful heart is good medicine, but a crushed spirit dries up the bones. That was Proverbs chapter 17, verse 22. And that was our memory verse last week. Excuse me. I read this verse chapter, Proverbs 18. I answered the questions, but some of the verses and some of the questions I couldn't get from the NIV translation. So I looked at other translations to answer the questions. Sue says, "I just ate a BLT and took my vitamins." Wonderful. Kathy says, "I played violin as a girl, but didn't keep up with it. So I'm learning again." And my husband calls me a butterfly. Oh, wonderful. That is great, Kathy. Okay, I'm going to read Proverbs chapter 18 in the NIV Bible. Please take out your Bibles and follow along in whatever version you have. And then we will answer the questions. An unfriendly person pursues unselfish ends, and against all sound judgment starts quarrels. Verse 2, fools find no pleasure in understanding, but delight in airing their own opinions. Verse 3, when wickedness comes, so does contempt, and with shame comes reproach. 4, the words of the mouth are deep waters, but the fountain of wisdom is a rushing stream. 5, it is not good to be partial to the wicked, and so deprive the innocent of justice. 6, the lips of fools bring them strife, and their mouths invite a beating. 7, the mouths of fools are their undoing, and their lips are a snare to their very lives. 8, the words of a gossip are like choice morsels. They go down to the inmost parts. 9, one who is slack in his work is brother to one who destroys. 10, the name of the Lord is a fortified tower. The righteous run to it and are safe. 11, the wealth of the rich is their fortified city. They imagine it a wall too high to scale. 12, before a downfall, the heart is haughty, but humility comes before honor. 13, to answer before listening, that is folly and shame. That's not the one I picked for our memory verse. Sorry. Okay. But that is a good one. 13, to answer before listening, that is folly and shame. I read that already. 14, the human spirit can endure in sickness, but a crushed spirit who can bear? The heart of the discerning, this is verse 15, the heart of the discerning acquires knowledge, for the ears of the wise seek it out. Yep. 16, a gift opens the way and ushers the giver into the presence of the great. 17, in a lawsuit, the first to speak seems right until someone comes forward and cross-examines. Verse 18, casting the lot settles disputes and keeps strong opponents apart. 19, a brother wronged is more unyielding than a fortified city. Disputes are like the barred gates of a citadel. 20, from the fruit of their mouth a person's stomach is filled. With the harvest of their lips they are satisfied. 21, the tongue has the power of life and death, and those who love it will eat its fruit. 22, he who finds a wife finds what is good and receives favor from the Lord. 23, the poor plead for mercy, but the rich answer harshly. 24, one who has unreliable friends soon comes to ruin, but there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother. So that is Proverbs chapter 18. And I answered all the questions. I had to look at other verses, not verses, but other translations to get some answers. And some of them I wrote in the answers from other translations and noted which translation. So, who rages against all wise judgment? And that is in verse 1. Verse 1 says, an unfriendly person pursues selfish ends, and against all sound judgments starts quarrels. So, who rages against all wise judgments? Yep, Sue, you are correct. An unfriendly person. Kathy, I will let you know after the devotional, okay? It is an unfriendly person who rages against all wise judgments. Number 2, what about a fool? What does a fool want to express? And that is in verse 2. Fools find no pleasure in understanding, but delight in airing their own opinions. So what does a fool want to express? Their own opinion. You're right, Kathy. Okay, what does a fool have no delight in? Understanding, yes. Only delights in their own opinion, yes. That is correct. Kathy says, understand. Yeah, a fool has no delight in understanding. Good job. What is a fool's destruction? And that is in verse 7. The mouths of fools are their undoing, and their lips are a snare to their very lives. So, what is a fool's destruction? His mouth, yes. Yeah, Tina said his mouth. And good morning, Mumsy. How are you? Can't chat driving, but I'm listening. That's a great thing. We're all hoping to gain wisdom here. Sue says, welcome, listening to Jesus. Living for Jesus. All right. Mouth. Hi, Mumsy, Sue. Aisha, hello. How are you? We're doing a Bible study on the book of Proverbs, chapter 18. So the mouth of fools are their destruction. Very good. What is the brother of a great destroyer? And that is in verse 9. I had to look at different Bible translations in order to find that. Well, I found it, but I wanted a different translation. So my Bible said one who is slack in his work is a brother to one who destroys. I like the Good News translation. It says a lazy person is as bad as someone who is destructive. Yes, one that is lazy. Yep. So a lazy person is as bad as someone who is destructive. But my Bible said one who is slack in his work is brother to one who destroys. Nope, you are not wrong. That's what my version says also, one who is slack in their work. But that same verse is translated as a lazy person is as bad as someone who is destructive in the Good News translation. So you are correct, Kathy. I wrote both of them down, both the NIV and the Good News translation. Yep, yours says that too. Okay. Where do the righteous run for safety? And that is verse 10, and that is Kathy's favorite verse. Verse 10, the name of the Lord is a fortified tower. The righteous run to it and are safe. Yep, we run to the Lord. That is right, Kathy. All right. What happens before destruction? And that is in verse 12. Before a downfall, the heart is haughty, but humility comes before honor. I even looked up synonyms for haughty. Proud and arrogant. Before destruction, a person's heart is haughty. So that's what happens before destruction. People are huge. It asks, what happens before destruction? Humility comes. It says, before destruction, a person's heart is haughty. Haughty means arrogant and proud. So humility is something we have to strive to be. That is not what comes before destruction. That comes after destruction when you have guilt and shame, usually. So verse 12, to answer before a downfall, the heart is haughty. Yeah, before his downfall, a man's heart is proud. Yes, you are correct, Tina. Sometimes understanding what a proverb is saying is kind of can be challenging. But before downfall, we're proud. We think we're arrogant. That's what this verse says. Before a downfall, a man's heart is arrogant and proud. Is it good to answer a matter before you hear it? That is verse 13. To answer before listening, that is folly and shame, is what verse 13 says. No. Okay. To answer before listening, that is folly and shame. That's what I put, but it would be no. It's not good to answer someone's question before listening, before hearing what the question is. Okay, what sustains a man in sickness? And that is verse 14. The human spirit can endure in sickness, but a crushed spirit who can bear? Yes, Sue, we need to listen. Yep. So, what will sustain a man in sickness? The human spirit. Very good, Kathy. All right. The spirit of a man will sustain him in sickness. I learned to write the answers to my questions in complete sentences. So his spirit will sustain him. Yep. What does the ear of the wise seek? And that is in verse 15. 15. The heart of the discerning acquires knowledge, for the ears of the wise seek it out. So, what does the ear of the wise seek? Knowledge. Very good. The ears of the wise seek knowledge. Awesome. What will bring a person before great men? And that is in verse 16. A gift opens the way and ushers the giver into the presence of the great. The wise seek knowledge. Awesome. Seeks out knowledge. Yep. So, what will bring a person before great men? That is the next question, and that is found in verse 16. The giver of a gift. Yes, the gift. A gift will bring a person before great men. In other words, if you come bearing gifts. All right. Next question. What are like the bars of a castle? And that is in verse 19. I will read verse 19 in the NIV version. You can read it in whatever version you have. A brother wronged is more unyielding than a fortified city. Disputes are like the barred gates of a citadel. A brother wronged. Yeah, I put the disputes or disputes are like the bars of a castle. A brother wronged would work too. Yeah, a dispute between your brothers and sisters. Yes. So a dispute, it could be, I try not to argue with my family um, for that reason. Fights between one another. Yes, Sue. Kathleen says, I'll continue listening as I drive to Ladies' Bible Study. All right. Thank you. You need to talk it out. All right. I'm thinking, yeah, we've got a few more questions or two more questions. What is the power of the tongue? What is in the power of the tongue? Yeah, you need to talk it out. No fists are allowed or weapons. Right, Tina. Life and death are in the power of the tongue. That was verse 21. The tongue has the power of life and death, and those who love it will eat its fruit. Next question. Who finds a good thing and obtains favor from the Lord? And that is in verse 22. He who finds a wife finds what is good and receives favor from the Lord. So, who finds a good thing and obtains favor from the Lord? I really like the Amplified Bible. Finds a wife, yep. The Amplified Bible says, he who finds a true and faithful wife finds a good thing and obtains favor from the Lord. A true and faithful wife. Yep, finds a wife. Yep. I have the Bible app YouVersion on my phone, so I can get any version. Look up a Bible verse in any version. I can, so I really like that. But that is all for now. And the memory verse I picked was, yes, you were correct, Kathy. It was 24. One who has unreliable friends soon comes to ruin, but there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother. Oh, it's in Bible Hub too. Okay, I don't have that one. Mine don't say that. Jesus. Yep, Jesus sticks closer than a brother. Hi, Timmy. How are you? I know you had an appointment at 10 o'clock, which is when I start. Well, we were talking about the memory verse today. For today, today's memory verse is Proverbs 18:24. One who has unreliable friends soon comes to ruin, but there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother. Okay, you're done. All right. Well, you're going to have to watch the replay. But thank you for being here, everyone. Next week, we're going to study Proverbs chapter 19. Yep, that is one of the verses. I'm on the NIV too, believe it or not, and mine says, one who has unreliable friends. Yours says, a man of many companions may come to ruin, but there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother. Proverbs 18, verse 24. Kathy said, thank you so much for today. Have to go for now. Have a great day, everyone. God bless y'all. Thank you, Kathy. God bless you too. I hope you all have a great day. I may be on later tonight. I'll be busy this afternoon. Sue says, have a great day, Kathy. Yes, have a great day, all of you. 1824, yes. In whatever version you have. Tina says, hi, Timmy, and bye, Kathy. All right, you all take care. My husband has another meeting tonight. He has the Blue Lodge meeting. So he's gonna stay with me until the meetings tonight starts. He's not gonna do the dinner beforehand, so he could spend some time with me. Yes, a man of many companions may come to ruin, but there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother. Hello, Samantha. How are you? Tina says, blessings, everyone. It has been enjoyable. Thank you, Michelle. You're welcome. I enjoyed doing these studies with you, Bible studies. I hope you all have a wonderful day. I'll probably be on at the same time I was last night, 7 o'clock Central, 8 o'clock Eastern Time, 6 o'clock Mountain Time. Timmy says, but there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother is what I have. Yep. That's fine. Whatever version you have, just learn it, okay? Sue says, okay, see you then. All right. I'll be on tonight, 7 o'clock Central, 8 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock Mountain Time. I will talk to you all later. Have a great evening, everyone, or a great day. God bless you all. Michelle's newer version is slightly different in places. Yes. You all take care. God bless you all. Have a great day, everyone. Bye. God bless. Take care. Be safe, y'all. Hugs. Thank you, Timmy.